Good afternoon, folks. I know I'm starting a little bit late today. Actually, here with my mom for the holidays and ended up taking her doctor's appointment. So just had a little bit of a good time with mom first thing in the morning. But now ready to rock and roll. Let's go. In the morning. But now ready to rock and roll. Let's go. Let me and then some folks. How are you all doing today? Bought a lead. You guys are going to laugh at this. I bought a lead a couple of days ago over the weekend when I was showing a friend of mine how to use speed to lead. And somehow I completely forgot about him. I don't think that's ever happened before. So let's give this person a call and see. 2, 6, 0, 8, 4, 3, 4.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Aaron. Good afternoon. My name is Caesar. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Aaron, I'm actually calling because I believe you spoke with one of my partners, Sam, maybe sometime last week about your property on Fifth Avenue out in Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Are you by any chance still looking to sell that property?
What name is on that property, and how did you get my information?
Yeah, great question. So Sam, you spoke with Sam. It was sometime last week. I don't have the exact date. And so I'm an investor. I'm a local investor. I buy properties. And sometimes when Sam doesn't feel like it's a right fit for him, he'll send me some of those leads. And so I'm just calling. I mean, if you're looking to sell, I'm looking to buy. If you're not, I can also take you off my list.
You haven't answered my question.
Oh, sure. I got it from Sam.
How did you get? Well, where's he getting the names and the information?
Ma'am, I believe it's probably one of his websites. I think it's like Sell Your House Fast for Cash or something like that. Like we have multiple websites and ads that we put on Facebook, YouTube, just online website. I mean, you spoke with him. Like I said, if you're looking to sell, you're looking to sell. If not, I'm totally fine with that too.
No, I told him last week that it isn't even my property, and I don't know why you guys keep calling me.
Oh,
that's why I was asking where he's getting
yeah. I apologize. I understand now. Like I would be pretty upset too. Okay, well, I'll definitely take you off our list. All right, let's get a refund on that one. Let me get... And... Woohoo. Free lead. Well, not free lead, but I'm going to get another lead. That's what I meant. All right. Refund, please. Let me see. Attach screenshot. All right, folks. See, you got a few folks on here. How are y'all doing? Give me a 1 if y'all doing great. Yep, just started late today, guys. I was telling everyone that I'm actually back home with mom for the holidays, and so took her to her doctor's appointment this morning, and starting late, but had a great time with her, so it's always a plus. Dawn Low, rise and shine. Let's go, man. Absolutely right. Who was I speaking with yesterday? I was speaking with someone. Oh, hold on for a second. Let me answer this call. Abe, my man.
Yo, Caesar, how you doing, bro?
Doing all right. You're on live, by the way, so just in case you say something funny. What's up?
I developed the Vulture Secrets. So I spoke with Tom briefly about Roger. So I hit him up.
Yep.
And I got the skinny from him, but I figured, you were the one to close them, so I just kind of get another take on sort of where you think he's at. I'll just rattle off sort of what Tom and I spoke about, and you can tell me if it sounds good.
Sure.
So he said to offer basically 130. This is one point I have a little confusion on, is 136 is the offer. But he also said that, that it was the mortgage amount balance basically plus 50K to seller, but no more than 130K.
That was our original. That's our original offer.
Okay.
Yep.
That was the original offer, and then it got bumped to 136.
Yep. So then now it's mortgage plus 56 to him.
Okay. So pretty much, I'm gonna approach it like, okay, we can give you 130 sight unseen. We have to have so my sight unseen would be 130K, but if we can walk it, then I'll bump it up to 136, and kind of let him decide. Tom, that was one other aspect, is sort of, do we ask for a walkthrough? Obviously he doesn't want to do it, but should I just do it to seem legitimate?
Yeah. So the only thing is, when you ask for the walkthrough, don't ask for a walkthrough as in like a contractor or any of that. It would be more of, hey, I'm ready to go on this one. We can close like next week or 2 weeks out. I don't know exactly. We have a buyer for it, right? So we just need to be able to go in there. So you can say, hey, man, I'm just sending my appraiser in there, right? Just to finalize the deal. That's it. Like, there's no contractors. I'm not trying to negotiate with you. Here's what we can do. So forth and so forth.
Right.
I probably, now I don't know how you're gonna position it, but I probably wouldn't make that offer right off the bat, that 136.
Sure.
I would still do the closers formula, right? Like, hey, like, how's it going? Have you sold this property? No, great. How much are you looking to get for it again? Da da da. At least you have all the information that you need, so you can pivot any way that you want to or need to.
Sure. Makes sense. Right. You just go through business as usual, and maximum allowable is 136.
Yep. Well, I mean, you know what our buyer's paying for it, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The only reason why Tom is saying this, the extra 6,000, is because he mentioned to Tom that other buyers are giving him $5,000 to $6,000 more than what we're giving them.
Right.
And so if you can be like, yeah, I'm ready to close on this, he's probably going to say, yeah, like, I got an offer and I got blah, 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 whatever. And then she's like, what's your magic number? Let's not go back and forth. I'm ready to close on this. I don't need contractors. I do need one walkthrough, which is with my appraiser. I do that with all my deals. It's not to renegotiate or anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's going to
Yeah.
give him more of a confidence because all the other guys are just like what I did, are asking for walkthroughs with their contractors, you know?
Yep. Makes sense.
Cool.
Cool. And then we can close next week.
Yeah, just ask Tom because he's the one that's in
Right.
that's in communication with the buyer. So
Okay.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
believe that
it's next week.
yeah, the buyer's ready to close on it. He's been asking, so
Right. Okay. I'll just say as soon as next week, but like a couple weeks max.
yeah, just be like, hey, next week we should probably be able to close. Now, obviously, it's Thanksgiving. Title company's going to be closed for the rest of the week.
Right.
So if it lingers on to the following week, it'll just be because of title more than anything. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm ready to rock and roll. And then he also mentioned about 10,000, right?
Yes. So release 10K to Roger at close.
At closing,
Right?
yep.
So
Yep.
in a week or so.
Yep. And then we release. So that gives him the ability gives him the capital to make moves, right?
To move.
And then the rest will be released. And by the way, just because how sketchy this guy is, or I don't know if that's the right word, but how jumpy he is, just make sure that like, hey, like it's not like we're only wiring $10,000 to the company. We're wiring the full amount. It's just they're going to be instructed to not release the remainder until you move out. So it's just a way for us to protect ourselves to make sure, right? Because once we release the full 136, like what guarantee do we have that you're going to move out?
Right.
You know?
Totally.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? I think that's it for me.
No, that's it, man. I think you got it.
All right.
Got everything you need to make it happen, brother.
Yeah. I'll take a swing at our good friend.
Let's go. You got it. All right, man.
All right, Caesar. Talk to you, bro.
Bye.
Bye.
No. All right, let's start making calls. That was actually our JV partner on that deal. But the seller is very jumpy. I can't think of the word. But pretty much he got angry that we were going to send people over there, which I explained to him from the get-go. Like, you guys know my style as far as like sending contractors, local investors, and so forth. But it's like, why do you need multiple bids? I'm like, because we're trying to give you the most money that we can. So I need the lowest bid, you know? And for some reason, he never got any of my text messages. He thought I was following up. So I sent him an email with a screenshot of all my text messages, hoping that would do it. But apparently he's still pissed. So doesn't want to sell anymore. So then we're going to go ahead and get our JV guy to go out there and lock it up under his contract instead of ours. When was the last time I talked to this person over 18th? Come on, guys. What's going on in here?
Been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 3, 1. Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 3, 1, 4, 2 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Eric. Good afternoon. My name is Caesar. Just wanted to see if you're still looking to sell your property on Highland Avenue. I am a buyer, and I'm looking to buy in that area. So if you're looking to sell, I'm looking to buy. No realtor fees, no commissions here, and no closing costs either. Okay. Give me a call back when you get this. And if you're not, just shoot me a text. Let me know. So that way I know not to bother. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. And I'll send you a quick text. Bye. Automation. By the way, just curious, out of everyone that's watching right now, like how many of you guys are still thinking about doing wholesaling but haven't pulled the trigger yet? I'm just wondering if any of you guys are out there listening in that situation. And by the way, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm trying to put something together as far as like some of the things that any of us can do looking into getting started, what needs to be done, and provide enough value so that, so that person can start doing this on January 1st. So yeah, so just wanted to see if that's something that would be valuable.
Hey, this is Francis. Steve and I are home right now. Please leave us a message. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, Francis. Good afternoon. Caesar here. We spoke briefly in October about your property on South Point. Just want to see if you're still looking to sell. When you get a chance, feel free to give me a call, 415-579-3026. Thank you. Don't know why that was echoing.
Please leave your message for 210. Please leave your message for 210.
Wait, was this property listed? Hmm. Yeah, let's just call it. Hey, Mr. Norm.
Yeah,
Hey, Norm. Good afternoon. My name is Caesar. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Norm, I think we spoke very briefly, like at the end of October. So I just wanted to see if are you still by any chance still looking to sell your property out in Sacramento?
Yeah, we got multiple properties getting ready to sell, but we just, I have cancer, so I've been dealing with my treatment and.
Oh man.
And, got a lot going on, so I've just kind of been hands off. And I listed this. I put it on a forum, and then I've been getting all kinds of responses. But I really haven't had. We had the roof ripped off, and then the damn thing. My roofing guy is supposed to put the new roof on, and he's got to get out there, and he got rained on, so now we got some sheetrock damage.
Oh man.
But I've already purchased the material, so we're planning on getting in there.
Got it. I mean, well, first and foremost, man, sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're getting better. I have people very, very close to me that has had it, and I've taken care of my loved one for that as well. So I know how difficult it is. So hopefully I can be an easy bun for you, man. If not, you know what I mean? Like no harm, no foul, no pressure on my end. You know what I mean?
Did you see the property?
No, I never got to see. Like I said, we spoke very briefly that one day, so never really continued the conversation. So, quick question for you, man: how much are you looking to get for it?
$275. I'm good. The neighbor just bought the one for $265, and he's already got it done. He's got it on the market for $365.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, mine's a little bigger than his. He's got 950 square feet. I got 1,050.
Got it. All right. So when you bought this property, did you buy to flip it, or was it like more for you to live in?
A long-term investment, but because of my condition thing to get worse, I'm dumping a bunch of properties. So
Got it. Okay. And then what's your game plan here? Is your game plan to like fix it yourself and sell it at value, or do you want to just get as much as you can right now and then get it off your hands, you know?
Yeah, I got so I paid for the roof to be redone. That cost me $14,000. Now he's gonna go in because it leaked in there. He's gonna take care of all that.
Okay.
And then put a new 125 amp panel in there. So and after that, I was gonna put some paint on it. Just paint it, the basics. But I just don't have the time. So if somebody wants to, there's $100,000, $75,000 for the market there. So come in.
So question for you, just from investor to investor. I love talking to other investors because it just makes the conversation so much easier, So from what I'm hearing, you're saying once we fix that place up, we can probably sell it for $365. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So how much repairs do we need to do to get it to be able to sell it at $365 wise?
You need some double wave pane windows. It's got single pane in them. I've already paid the roof. I paid $14,000 to have the roof done. Because the idea was to retail it. The panel is another $3,000 to have that done. Let's see what else you're gonna need. Some paint, some windows. Got all the new doors, interiors. I need a central heating air unit. That's a $5,000 bill. But we'll just say comfortably, when I'm done with what I gotta do, you're gonna drop another $10,000 to $15,000 pretty comfortably. I just say $15,000. So once you get 2 cents back, so yeah, still enough of a wiggle room there.
Got it. What's the square footage of this house again?
1,050.
1,050. Okay. So you're saying that you're still gonna finish what you started, but not all of it. So
yeah, I paid for
what you already paid for, which is the roof and I got you.
Roof and the panel will be done, and I'll dump it for $275.
Got it. Okay. So 25,000. You're looking $275 for it. How much? Do you know how much we can rent that place out for? Because you said you were going to do it as a long-term investment. How much were you expecting to? How much rent were you expecting to get out of it?
Well, I have the market value somewhere about $2,200, $2,500 a month, but I have a contract with a agency called SEPS. You ever heard of them?
Who is it?
SEPS, SEPPS.
No, I have not.
They're just they deal with the lower economy, kind of like a Social Security, but they pay by the head. So, originally, what's that?
No, I was just going, okay, cool.
Anyway, so I would get pretty close to $2,000 out of it with 4 people in there. Okay, 4.
Got it.
So
Got
it's
it.
kind of like a subsidized, kind of deal. But I mean, but rent wise, safely $2,500. I mean, more than enough to service a loan. That kind of thing. I get the formula. I understand it is, but I don't need 67 properties, and I got to be alive a year from now.
Yeah.
Jumping everything.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, let me ask you this, man. I mean, I'd love to make a deal for with you. So I'm just punching in the numbers you gave me, right? Like, you seem like you obviously know what you're doing, so I'm not questioning any of your numbers. So I'm just punching it in right now. I'm putting it 365 as my ARV. Okay. You said repairs about 15. As a flipper myself, as you know, things can change and $10,000-$20,000 can easily evaporate. So for me, I just gotta give myself a little bit of cushion. Okay. And then so if I subtract that, I subtract my closing costs when I sell it, any carrying costs that I have to carry between now and then. So between those two numbers, I usually put in 12%, all right, for closing costs and holding costs, all right. In order for me to just make the same amount of money, like a $36,000 profit, which is only 11% here, dude, I can make this happen for you and close in 14 days at 250.
Yeah, I just dropped 14,000 in the roof. I'd be backpedaling. It'd be like me giving you a property for 235, and I'd actually turn down 265. Matter of fact, the neighbor who bought this house, he's willing to offer me the 265. So
Yeah.
275. Yeah, but 11% advertised over 12 months. We're going to say 6 months. That's not a bad rate of return, right? 22% annually. So, I don't. Yeah. 275 is the winner, and that'll be the new roof and the new panel.
They'll come with a new roof and new panel.
Mm-hmm.
275.
I'm buying clothes. I just pulled a binder on it too, so it's not. It's an extra what, $150? That's clothes escrow.
Yeah. Just curious, man. How many people have you had look at this place already?
You know what? I'm getting ready to leave town again for a few days. I've had 3 people, and I've had so I put on the form. I can't answer 100 phone calls with promissory notes. Everybody's trying to
Yeah.
sign a contract. I know how this works. They list the guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a cash deal, and even seasoned investor knows what it's worth.
Yeah.
There's enough wiggle room for it. So the neighbor's kind of hot to trot. We're at 255. And he goes, "What do you offer me?" You'll probably step up, but first come, first serve. When it works.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, man. I mean, at that price point, I mean, I guess one way that I can help you, and then you let me know if you want me to do it or not. I mean, I can try to wholesale it for you at that price point, and then whatever fee I get, I'll get it from the buyer, not you.
No, I get it. But now you don't want me to sign an assignment contract to protect yourself. And I got tied up. I'm not.
Yeah, but just to let you know, by the way, unlike other wholesalers, I'm not asking for a 30-day. I don't like doing that shit. I either move it quick or I don't. So the only thing I'll ask for is, what's today? Today is Tuesday. Obviously, Thanksgiving's around the corner. If I don't find a buyer for you by, let's say, the 6th, then we rip the contract in half. No problem. So pretty much, I'm asking just a week and a half between now and the 6th. If either we have a buyer or we don't. If we have a buyer, then we're ready to move forward. If not, then I rip it in half.
And you will also be posted, and you pay yourself from the buyer, right?
Yep, exactly. So you got nothing to lose. All I ask for is a little over 7 days.
Okay, so and you're not interested in putting up any earnest money.
Well, I mean, if I'm going to wholesale it, you bought properties from wholesalers. I don't make any money until it hits the finish line. You know what I mean? Right. So there's no point for me to do that.
Right. Well, I mean, I got people calling. I don't know. you're going to be dealing with a headache, but then you're going to have to accept the property. You know what? Let me kick it around. You know, I got your number here.
Yeah, kick it around, man. Like I'm pretty transparent with folks. I always like to say I'm not a baker. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I'm pretty sure you've talked to a lot of Wahoos that act like they're the end buyers, but they're really just gonna wholesale it. You know, like right now, I'm letting you know right now, like that's how I can be an easy button for you. Whether it's this property, all your other properties, as long as we're fully transparent with each other and like how much you want for it, what wiggle room you have, I'm more than happy to work with you. And then, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm one of those guys where like, hey, whatever my assignment fee is, I want to make sure I earned it, right? And so I earned it from, you know, from the buyer, and I'll work with you and for you.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, let me kick it around, lock your phone, and you know, also got a lot going on.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let me know if I can be, like I said, if I can be of help. Be more than happy to do it. And then, and if not, no worries, man. There's a lot of other houses to buy. You know what I mean? A lot of other houses to wholesale.
Well, I appreciate the call. Thank you.
All right, brother. Have a good one. So as you guys see on this calculator, it would work if he's telling the truth that after he fixes everything else, it would only be worth 15. The rehab cost would be 15,000, which makes sense, right? Because if he's saying he already paid $14,000 for the roof and other things, which I think it's another 10,000, so he's already paid about 20 to 25 plus the 15. That brings that rehab cost to 40, right? 35 to 40. So that's pretty much like a full rehab. Actually, it's in California. So yeah, so we're looking at like a low to medium rehab there. So yeah, so I mean that may work. So we'll see what we can do. Let me shoot him a text so he remembers me. Do this. All right, I'll put for next week. All right. Let's see here. Is there any way I could get a hold of that calculator? Hey, Baldwin, how you doing, bro? As a matter of fact, you can. That actually came from the Titanium, which is RJ Bates Group. That's who I use. So let me send you the link where you can get it. He's also having a Black Friday thing going on. So I'll send you first link that I'm going to put on here is actually where you can get it. This is for not only for the calculator, but also for all the contracts that he uses, which I use as well. Very straightforward, well worth it. I think it's like $97 or $99 for all of his contracts plus the calculator. And then the second one is the link to be put on the wait list for his Black Friday sale. So as you guys can see, this is not my affiliated link, so I'm not getting paid on this. I'm a firm believer. I'm part of the Titanium family. I see what they've done, what they do, and then also what they've done for my business. And so that's why I highly recommend them. Oh, what is going on in here? Yes. All right. Getting a small deal close and funded today, baby. Let's go. I just got a text. It's a deal from West Virginia, I believe. And we sold it for $6,000. Seller price is $3,000. So it's a $3,000 fee. And this actually came from another wholesaler. So we're 50-50ing it. It's one of those deals where it's like, was it worth it? Well, hey, getting $1,500, that's $1,500 worth of leads. Divide that by 29. That's about 40 leads, So I know it's small amount, nothing to be proud of, but hey, it buys us our next set of leads that will, that can potentially get us to a $15,000, $25,000, $30,000 fee. Got to take what you can take, man. 1.5K is better than no K. Remember that. Billy.
The mailbox belonging to 4694.
Hey, Miss Speaker Billy. Hey, Billy, good afternoon. My name is Caesar, and I'm actually calling because I might have left you a couple of messages. Are you by any chance still looking to sell that property on St. James? Oh, okay. Okay. Did you say she's trying to, you got cut off. You said it's something about the family? Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. And is that family member buying it or still up in the air? Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, I mean, I'd love to be you guys' backup buyer if your family member doesn't do it. Um, you think I should maybe touch base with you in a week, 2 weeks, or what are your thoughts? Got it. Okay, cool, man. Why don't I do this, man? I'll text you my information. Keep me to your add me to your contact list, just to let you know if we do make a deal, in the small off chance that your family member doesn't do it, I do pay cash and I can close within days. So probably 14 days or sooner. All right. I'll send you my info and then add me to your contact list, and I'll touch base with you maybe mid-December, if not early January. Okay. All right, brother. Have a good one. Bye. All right. Let's send him the cash 14 text message. Billy. Let's put him for 1, 2, 3. Let's give him a call on December 17. Let's call him at 6 o'clock in the morning, California time, baby. That would be 8 a.m. Texas time. Actually, let's call these people. I have a few people that I have on here to touch base with because they said they property was under contract. So let's see if it closed or not.
Do not disturb his act. Not disturb is active for.
Whoa. Hello, Mr. Jennifer.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer. Good afternoon. It's Caesar. I don't know if you remember, but we spoke a couple of weeks ago about your property on St. John's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a couple of things. I know, you mentioned about your brother. So condolences first and foremost. Hopefully everything you guys got it taken care of. And then the second thing is I just wanted to see if because you guys said that you got it under contract, but you weren't sure if it was closing or not. So I just wanted to follow up. That's all.
Well, it has not closed. Unfortunately, the person that they were sure was going to come take a look at it never took a look at it.
Uh-oh.
And then I had a guy out of Florida who offered me $55 for it. He was a cash buyer. And then he fell off the face of the earth.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're dealing with some wahoos out there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully I can end all of that and be an easy button for you. So question for you. I mean, are you still under contract with the other guy or did that expire? What's the deal with that?
Yeah, no, it doesn't technically expire until February. She was going to send her photographer at the house to take. It's not on MLS yet. She was going to send her photographer out to take the pictures. I guess get it put up there so we can figure something out.
Oh, so is she gonna is that person gonna put it on she gonna put it on the market for you? I'm a little bit lost.
Yeah.
She is, okay.
Yeah.
So is she an investor or is she a realtor?
She's a realtor.
Oh.
The lady I'm working with had an investor. She is a realtor. She had an investor that she's gonna have to take a look at it. He just kind of ghosted her. I feel like that's
Yeah.
where I'm at right now. Everybody's ghosting me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess my question to you is, what's the ideal solution for you? What do you want to happen? I mean, I can help, but if you got it taken care of, I don't want to waste your time either.
Well, since the contract that I signed with my realtor isn't until February, I feel like I would be wasting your time. You would not be wasting mine. I need to get out from under this house, honestly.
Yeah, but is the contract with your realtor, does it start, is it in effect right now?
I signed it, so I would think so.
Oh, when did you sign it?
I signed it maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess the reason I'm a little bit lost is because I don't know, if I was a realtor and I got it signed, I got it contract signed, I'd put it on the market as quickly as possible,
Yeah, I think she was waiting on that guy she thought might offer a price on it. I don't know.
Yeah. If I can come in and buy it off you straight up cash, and I'll pay all the closing costs. I don't want to pay a realtor fee.
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to do that. It just has to make sense for me. Would it make sense for us to talk about it and see what we can do?
We could definitely talk about it. I just don't understand how this cash thing works, because there's still got to be all the closing costs and, how much am I going to be out? I understand putting it on the market definitely puts me at a disadvantage because
it does.
I'm going to be out all of the closing costs and stuff.
Exactly. Well, one, you're going to be out of closing costs, and two, if you put this up on the market with your realtor, let's just say you do go that route, right? You say, Caesar, give me a call later. I'm going to put it on the market with the realtor, and let's say you and I talk in, I don't know, February or March, right? Let's assume for a second that it doesn't sell. Well, at that point, if it doesn't sell, then there's absolutely no way now you're going to be able to ask me for the price that you're asking the realtor to market it, because if no one's buying it at that price, you know what I mean? Like, so it hurts you as well in the long run. And
Right.
so I'd rather just pick it up from you off market. I'd love to make a deal. Now, as far as how cash works is this: we'll pay cash. We'll pay all the closing costs. I'll buy the property as is. Okay. And I can close within 14 days or sooner. Pretty much as soon as title clears. And then whatever price that we agree on, that's your walkaway price, right? So
Okay.
I'll pay that plus the closing cost. That's going to come out of my pocket. The only thing that you will be responsible for are any back taxes, liens, or any prorated taxes and prorated electricity bill, utility bills. Do
Okay.
you know if you have any liens or back taxes on it?
I mean, I have the mortgage on it.
Okay, how much is the mortgage?
Total somewhere around 30 that's still owed.
Still owe 30. Okay. So $30,000 is what you owe. So whatever price that we agree on, right? Let's say we agree on 40,000, right? Let's just assume that for a second, just for math purposes. Once we wire that to the title company on closing, then closing company goes, okay, 30, the payoff is 30,500. So that gets paid off, and then the difference goes to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So, which now brings to my next question is, what is your, how much money do you want in your pocket after everything's paid for?
I mean, ideally, just because when I'm out just in trying to get the things pulled out of the house already, and some of the bills that were incurred prior to his death, I'd like to come away with, honestly, I don't know, at this point where if I could come away with maybe 15, I could probably get some of these things that the kids out from under what he still owed, and some of the other stuff that was incurred prior to his death.
Got it. Okay. So you're probably looking at like 45,000 total, in other words, around,
Yeah.
roughly. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit what's going on with the property?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what's the condition like? How does it look?
So the roof is basically brand new. It's less than 2 years old. We, about 6 or 7 years ago, we redid the plumbing from the street to the house. Going in, probably beyond that, I would think it's basically a gut job.
It's a gut job right now.
Yeah,
Besides the roof,
conditioner needs to be redone. The walls need to be probably redone. The structure of the house is fine, so far as I can tell. We redid the front of the house. We put in new windows and a door, and re-sided it about a year ago. But the other 3 sides of the house would have to be redone. The electrical needs to be upgraded. There's a lot that needs to be done to the house.
got it. Okay. And it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, right?
Yeah, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. The garage was enclosed in and opened up to the living room. I can send you some pictures of what it was before it was fully cleaned out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's still some stuff in it, but we actually went in and cleaned quite a bit of it. But I can send you some pictures prior to what we had pulled out.
Yeah, I mean, if you can do that, that would help me tremendously, just so that I can get a better idea on what needs to be done. But you're saying it's pretty much a full rehab at this point, right? I mean, the structure is good, the roof is good from what you're saying, right? It's 2 years old.
Yes.
Is there any are there any damages or any leaks or anything like that at all?
Not that we've been able to tell. There was a point where the air conditioner clogged up and overflowed, and you can see some discoloration on one of the ceilings in one of the bedrooms.
Okay,
But beyond that, there are no leaks.
there are no leaks.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Just curious, by the way, do you know how much we can rent that place out for after we fix it?
So fair market value, last time I checked, was $795, I think.
Fair market value for rent. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So 795. Okay. 795. And just curious, after we fix that place up for modernize it, do you know how much do you have any idea on like how much do you think we can sell it on the market for?
So currently the tax appraisal for it's 109.
109.
I know that a house in the area similar went for 125.
For 125. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did it go for 125 or did it sell for 125?
It's honestly, I don't know. I know it was listed for 125 and it sold. I couldn't tell you how much it actually went for.
Got it. Got it. Okay. All right. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm just punching all of this in the calculator. And also just to let you know, Jennifer, like, you know, obviously I'm here. It's my business, right? So, I do need to make a little bit of money.
Of course.
But I'm not looking to get rich off of one deal, right? So we do about 5 to 7 deals a month. So I want to be as fair as possible, but also at the same time, it's got to pencil in on my end because I still have to make sure that I pay my staff and keep the lights on. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just running some numbers, and what I'd like to do is just explain to you what I'm seeing, how much I think I can sell it for, and just give you reasoning behind what number I end up coming up with. And at the end of the day, if it makes sense to you, great, let's do something. If not, no problem, no harm, no foul. But at least you understand, you know, the reasoning behind it. Because I don't lowball people just for the sake of lowballing them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
For me, the numbers have to make sense, and if it makes sense, great. If not, hopefully we can meet in the middle. And if that doesn't work, no problemo at all.
Yeah.
Now, just curious, and by the way, you might not have the answer to this, and if you don't, totally fine. How much do you think dollar wise? I don't know if you guys ever got any quote like dollar wise on how much it would cost to fix up that place.
If I had to guess, I would think probably 40.
40. Okay. That's like 40,000 to like get it like modernized and everything, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so here's how I'm looking at it. And you said you want to walk away with 15,000, right? And do you have the actual payout amount?
I can get it. Hold on.
Sure. Thank you.
Is this your cell phone number?
It is my cell phone number.
I'm going to send those pictures over to you real quick.
Oh, that would be so great because I'm looking at some properties in the neighborhood. So that would help out a lot if you can send me those pictures while we're talking.
Now, just being aware, the vast majority of the furniture is already out of the house. It's gone.
It's gone. Okay.
The only thing that's left is a bed in one of the bedrooms, and it's a day bed.
Okay.
And a couple of mattresses.
Got it. All right. So let me take a look at this. While you look at the payout amount, let me just look at these pictures. Those are popcorn ceilings, huh?
They're textured ceilings, not technically popcorn though. It's very strange. It's like they maybe painted over the popcorn ceilings before I bought it.
Got it. Okay. I'm looking at the mud room, by the way. There's like a hefty bag on top, on the ceiling. Is it because it's leaking, or is that something else? It also looks like there's hangers hanging off of it. So I just didn't know if that was just a place to place the hangers.
No. That would have been my brother's old clothes. It's not. They hung up my brother's clothes in there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the remaining balance is 28.3.
28.3.
Mhm.
All right. Let me just do a Google map on this. How's the outside look?
What's on Google Maps or on Zillow right now is not the current front of the house.
Yeah, because this is from 2022.
Yeah. Let me see. Do I even have a picture of the front of the house after we finished it? It'd be from Mark.
So 28.3, you said?
Yes.
So 28.3.
Did we do that before or after we went to Ohio? No, that one's after.
Now, while you're doing that, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Just curious, whether it's me or with your realtor or whoever it is, like, what happens if you guys don't end up selling the property?
I honestly have no idea.
You probably have to pay taxes on that, right? And it's going to get worse too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. That's a pretty good guess.
I mean, right now the taxes are included in the escrow from the mortgage, so technically I'm still paying it.
So was this your house and then, or your brother was just living it, but it was always under your name, right? Is that how it goes?
That's
Or
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Here's that's the front of the house now.
All right, let's see. Let me just refresh my screen and make sure I get it. The last set of pictures you sent. Oh, look at that. It's blue now.
Yes,
All right, look at those bulldogs, man. Are those yours?
they were his.
Oh my gosh. Oh, big puppies.
Yeah, they were.
Oh my gosh. That one was big. Okay, so that looks nice. All right. And you said rent wise is about $7.95 over there?
I think so.
Okay.
I didn't charge him fair market value.
Oh, that's how much
Never
you were
in the
that's
house.
how much you were charging him?
No, I was not. He paid the amount that was due on mortgage every month. I never made a cent. To be perfectly honest off of it. He was just paying me what the mortgage payment was.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So
But you know, when you do taxes and it says, are you charging fair market value? And you have to check that.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And $7.95 sticks in my head, but it could be more, it could be less.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to come up to your number as much as I can because I want to help you out. I think you said you wanted to have some money for some of the kids or not. I don't know if I heard you correctly there.
Yes, there are some things that the kids are having to pay for that, in all honesty, they shouldn't have to pay for. But I mean, that's not your problem. I get that. I'm just telling you
Yeah.
what it would help me.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, that amount for the kids, how much is that total? If you don't mind me asking. And by the way, the only reason I'm asking is just a little bit of just to let you know, like I lost my brother last year too. I actually lost my dad and my brother within 4 months of each other, and he left a couple of kids behind too. So I get it, and like I said, I'm an investor. I do need to make money, but if I can help out a little bit, I want to be a human being as well. So that's the only reason why I'm asking if I can help out. And if I can, I'll let you know I can, but yeah, like how much is that if you don't mind me asking?
Well, for the kids, because there are some medical bills that are still in their name
Mm-hmm.
that they're going to be responsible for. It's just at about $750 or $7,500.
About
And then I have about $8,000 that I put in within the last couple of months into paying bills for him. That now is hanging over my head.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Just curious. Your mortgage.
Yes.
How much is your PITI on it, and what's your interest rate on it, if you don't mind me asking?
What's PITI?
Like your total mortgage, including taxes and insurance.
So right now it is $512 and some change
Uh-huh.
a month. And then the taxes on it are right at 2015, I think is what they just sent me.
2015 a year is your taxes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely different than being in DSW where they're like 9,000.
Yeah. And then what about insurance?
Insurance. Is a little over $600 a year, I think.
So $50 a month?
Yeah, ish, yeah.
Okay. So your all-in number there is about 700.
Yeah.
Okay, so 731 is your PITI. And then what's your interest rate on it, if you don't mind me asking, your mortgage?
6.25. 6.75, 6.25, 6.25.
6.25.
Yeah, hold on. I was just looking. 6.375.
6.375.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So the mortgage, including taxes and insurance, is $518 a month. So let me.
Yeah, if you can give me that amount, that would help.
Yeah. Let's see. It's hard to look at this on the phone. Okay, so principal on it is $281. Escrow payment on it is $198 a month.
So 281 plus 198.
Oh no, sorry. That's the old payment. $281.38 and then $226.19.
Okay. Hold on, I'm getting lost. I apologize. So taxes is about
No worries.
168 a month, right? Let's start with that. And then
Okay, so let me see. There's a payout for taxes is $1634 last year.
okay.
That's not what's coming out this year. The current tax statement that I just got last month said it was going to be $2,001.
$2,001. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's which is the one that we talked about. Okay, so 167 a month. Let's just say 168. Okay.
And then the homeowner's insurance was $1,080 last year.
Oh, homeowner insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just curious. Do you have any restrictions with the HOA, like as far as like short-term rental? Oh, I'm sorry. You said homeowners insurance.
Oh no, the home. Yeah, the.
Yeah.
insurance.
Somehow my mind just went to HOA. I apologize.
That's okay.
Okay. Got it. And you owe 28 or 30,000, right? But the payout is 28.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just trying to see if I can run this where maybe I take over the loan for you. So in that way I can give you a bigger payout. You know what I mean? Because then that would be good. So I'm looking if it would make sense, if it would cash flow after I put in all the rehab on it. So here's how. Yeah. So let me explain to you how, because you said earlier you don't, like you wanted to understand a little bit better on how the cash deal works. So if you don't mind, I'd like to explain that to you and then let me know if this is something that would work out for you. Okay. So I've looked at all the properties in the area and I actually found one right next to you. It's 30302 St. John's. So I believe you guys are in the same block. And so that one, it just sold for $100,000. Two bedroom, one bathroom, 836 square feet, right? So very similar to your house. Okay. So the way I'm looking at it is, and this is fixed up, by the way, so it's ready to move in. So the way I'm looking at it is, once I fix that property up, I can sell it for $100,000. Okay. That being said, you also mentioned that it's probably going to cost me $40,000 to rehab.
Right.
I actually, based on the square footage, so 40,000, it's pretty much you're dead on it, because I put 30 plus an extra 10,000 just as a cushion. That puts me at 40, right? So you're dead on, right? So as an investor, how I'm looking at it is, I go, okay, 100,000. Now I got to back in the $40,000 because that's how much it's going to cost me to be able to sell it at that price point. So now that brings me down to 60,000. right?
Okay.
Now from 60,000, the other cost that as an investor that I have to look into is, or I should say take into consideration, is my closing costs when I sell the property, and also any costs that I have to carry between now and when I sell the property. Okay.
Okay.
And that number is 12% of whatever I can sell it for. So 12% of 100,000, that's another 12,000. Okay. So
Yeah.
100 minus 40 is 60, 60 minus 12. Then now I'm at what? 48,000.
Right.
Right? Does that make sense? Yeah. 48,000. And so if I buy that property off of you for 45,000, then I'm doing all the work just to earn $3,000 at the end of it all.
Right.
Right? So as an investor, that doesn't really make any sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
No,
yeah, I get it.
So if we were to do a straight up cash deal here, just for full transparency, without knowing your situation, I probably would have offered 25 or 30,000. But because of your situation, I want to help as much as I can. But the absolute maximum that I can do on a cash deal would be 35. And the reason being is if I pay $35,000 for that house, my all-in number after the rehab costs plus the closing costs plus the carrying costs is actually $87,000. So if and when I pay you 35,000, my all-in is 87. So really, after all of it all, you walk away with 35, and I walk away with only 13.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because 100 minus 87 is 13.
Yeah.
So on a straight cash deal, that's where I would need to be. And I do this every day. Every investor would have to be around that price point in order for them to make sense. So putting it on the market, I don't know if that's the best idea for you. You can definitely try. At the end of the day, it's your house, your decision.
Yeah.
But the downside to it is if your realtor puts it on the market for 45 or 60,000, which I'm assuming that's what the realtor is going to do, it's going to sit on the market for the next 2 to 3 months. It's not going to move. And then now when you talk to me again back, later in March or any other investor, we're going to say exactly the same thing, which is, Jennifer, it's been sitting on the market for 90 days. No one's buying it. There's no way in hell now I'm going to buy it for 45 or 35. So you actually end up losing value in the long run because it sits on the market and no one is buying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're open to it, I'd be more than happy to get an agreement with you for 35, and I can close on it in the next 14 days.
Okay. I'll have to ask my realtor what the situation is with her. I don't know. I know it's not on MLS yet, but I did sign the contract, so I got to see if I can get out of it. I don't know if that's even possible.
Yeah. I mean, if since she hasn't put it out on the market yet, I mean, you can also get out of it. I mean, obviously I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not advising that you can or cannot, but that's something that you can definitely ask her. I'll be more than happy to pay the closing costs. But now if I have to pay her a realtor fee, then obviously that 35 will have to come down because now that's added cost for me. You know what I mean? Right. And so the way I'm looking at it is, look, I want to be able to solve your problem on paying, the 7,500 for the kids and then your 8,000. But if I can solve one of them, hopefully, I think that's pretty good if I can solve one out of the two. Yeah, for sure. Well, let me call her and see where she's at, and what her thought process is, and I will get back to you. So you said my cost would be what, taxes for the rest of the year? Yeah, so pretty much so let's say we agree on the 35, right? So when we go to title looks at everything. How much, what's the payout? And then if there's any prorated utility bills and prorated taxes. Okay. Okay. Well, I will talk to her and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, wonderful. If I don't hear back from you today, do you mind if I touch base with you tomorrow? Or is this something that you think you'd be able to call me today?
Depending on whether or not I can get a hold of her, I should be able to call you back today.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a call. Let me know. If I don't hear back from you, I'll definitely reach back out tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much.
Jennifer, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Oh, Jennifer. Hello?
Oh, yes.
Hey, quick question before I let you go. Let's assume for a second your realtor says, you know what, if you can get someone to buy this off market, go for it. No need for it. Is there anything that's going to stop you from making that deal with me at 35?
I would have to see the contract and read it. And
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, is there anything else? Obviously, the contract has to be legit, which we are. You're gonna love it because it's a pretty straightforward 2-pager. And like I said, we'll still open title because I still got to do my due diligence. And then also I'm gonna send my contractors and my boots on the ground out there as well to make sure everything we discuss confirms the current condition of the house. But yeah, I think so. Other than that, you're saying the realtor is the only thing that's really going to block it. If not, assuming the contract is good, which it is, since we've been doing this for years and been using the same contract, then you should be okay with that 35. Is that right?
I mean, I think at this point, I just need to get out from under the house.
Got it. Okay. All right.
When would you have somebody come out there?
Yeah, great question. So once we get into agreement, I'm gonna get my guys out there. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving, so this week's shot. I don't have their calendars. I mean, these are contractors, partners of mine, right? And so, and that's the reason why I always ask for like a 14-day close, just so that I can give them enough time and they'll just trickle in. We'll probably schedule it either next week or early the following week.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, let me see what I can do.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Well, let me know if you have any other questions. Feel free to call me or text me. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Did you see the text I sent you, Hoss?
I saw it. I saw it flash. I didn't read the whole thing.
No, it's a little video. I videoed the renegotiation for you. It's about 7 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yes. Let's go. What did we get it down to?
We didn't get it down to anything. He told me to. You can watch it yourself, man. I think we can get an ovation out of it, but you got to get him the paperwork.
Got it. Okay.
I told him we'd get him the paperwork in the next hour or so, so we got to do it fairly quick. You can take a look at it if you want, man. I don't care.
Yeah, I can definitely take a look at it. Hey Todd, how you doing, buddy?
Good, guys. What's up?
Going
What's
on,
up?
T-Chun?
What's happening?
What's shaking? How cold is it up there, Hoss?
It's not too bad today. It's like 40.
Not too bad, dude. They'd be running for cover in Florida, calling the law if it was 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, 38.
God dang, dude.
Nice. All right. So I'll listen to this. You guys want to make calls? I'll put myself on mute so I can watch your video.
We're getting ready to go into class, dude.
No, it's not for another 20 minutes.
Another 20 minutes.
Make a call or two. Todd, how you doing, man? Did you Ashley I saw a missed call from Ashley.
Yeah, I sent you and Tom an email. It looks like those people you guys have want it. You know, they sent an email to the title company asking what's the holdup? Why aren't we able to close? Type of deal.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know who they were. So Tom told me, yeah, that's them. And there's a guy, I guess the vice president's name is Rob. And he goes, can I please get some clarity on what is stopping us from closing? And so
Okay, I got it.
They
Okay,
might
cool.
have sent in that EMD you guys were asking, or
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna put myself on mute. You guys make your calls.
right. I'll try to reach some peeps.
Yeah, and I'll reach out to Ashley right now. Oh, Todd, Ashley just texted me. Caesar, I was calling you to let you know everything's going good. Far as the motion has been filed, we'll keep you posted. So I don't, probably not gonna be able to close. Is your guy gonna walk it
Well,
this Friday?
the problem I can have him walk it this Friday. He wants to, but if he wants it, it don't look like he could get it, right? Well, I guess you got to find
Well,
out
the
if
EMD
the EMD
hasn't
has been sent.
EMD hasn't been deposited because of this thing. So
Okay.
should be good. Let me call Tom and Ashley real fast. I'll get back.
Okay.
Hello?
Audrey,
Yeah,
hey, this is Robert Price again. How are you, man?
I'm fine.
Hey, I'm just letting you know, I've been trying to get Ray. I've texted him. I've called him multiple times. I'm getting absolutely nowhere. I mean, how do you want to proceed? Because we're running against the clock. I'm gonna run out of time to be able to help you.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what might be going on, or is he just disgusted with the whole thing? He just doesn't care anymore, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I mean, we could stop a lot of this oncoming damage if we just got to saddle up and ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got any ideas as to how we might be able to get him on board? I mean, would it help to go over and get him in person or something, and then we could do? I mean, I'm happy to do a Zoom call or FaceTime if he wants to do face to face. See what who he's talking to, what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to. I feel like I'm being a little bit pushy. I don't want to push y'all. I'm watching the clock wind down. If I get too much less time, it's just there's no point in even worrying about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I try to go over there tonight and see what he's doing.
I'll be working late tonight. Have you got this number that I called you on right now?
Yeah.
That's my personal mobile number. If you want, I'll keep a lookout and just shoot me a text if you head over there. Just kind of give me a little heads
Yeah.
up, and then whatever I'm doing, I'll move it aside. But I'm gonna be working late tonight, like I usually do, but trying to get ready for the holidays.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I mean, are you okay to go over there, or is that gonna be kind of a nightmare?
Well, it's kind of a nightmare, but I'll do it.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how else to get him unless you want to. Is he answering your calls or taking your texts?
Nope.
I mean, do we even know if he's available? I mean, god dang it, I hope nothing's happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I get a voicemail, but it won't let you leave a message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right. If you get him tonight, I'll look out for you and just give me a holler, and we'll just try to keep nudging it along. It's really all it
Okay.
is I just feel like if I explain to him what we're doing or what we'd like to do, and then the paperwork is pretty straightforward. It's just like 6 different documents I got to get signed, and then I can take it from there. If it doesn't work out, I could deed the loss back over to you. You're no worse for the wear, but we might be able to get you a little bit of money and stop the damage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's better than no money and lots of damage.
Right.
So anyway, you got any questions for me, or is there anything you want me to do, try different that I haven't done?
No.
Okay. All right, man. Well, listen, hang in there. I mean, you've known him a long time, man. You know how to probably work this better than anybody. That's why I keep relying on you. I mean,
Yeah.
you probably forgot more about this guy than most people would ever know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, ma'am. Do you want me to keep pursuing it, or you want me to leave you guys alone? I don't want to be hassling you. You got enough going on.
Keep pursuing it.
All right, ma'am. I'll wait. I'll look out for you tonight. Like I said, I'll be working till probably at least 11 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good job, Robert. You wanted her to say no like 5 times.
Dude, I'm trying to this is one of those reverse flip deals, man. I'm trying to get them to sign the deed over. They got an auction date coming up in like 6 weeks. I mean, if she doesn't like give me the deed quick, I'm not gonna have enough time to. I mean, in their situation, they're pretty much screwed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The question is, how bad do you want to get screwed? If I can get them to sign the deed over, I flip it to these guys down in Miami. It was the loss mitigation team, and they'll go to work on it with a bunch of high dollar talent, but they're not going to do shit without a good spread. So their whole model is, if we mitigate the losses, we take the assignment of surplus. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what
Yeah,
do they
but
just
I mean,
do they just break even then? At least they don't lose, or are they gonna lose something?
In her situation, let me go back and look and see what's going on here. They're like, I forget. What are the notes? Let me see if I got it in the notes. 26,000 in arrears, 111 grand's the payoff. It's got some moderate to severe damage to the property. Set for auction January 8th. And evidently the husband was not making the mortgage payments behind her back. And she found out about it, and now they're separated. So he's gone underground. He's not answering her calls, not answering my calls. And they're both on the note. So I just said, look, I can probably stop the foreclosure and get this under control, but I got to have, normally they want me to have at least 50 days. I don't even have that. So,
wow.
I just kind of telling her, man, we're getting up against the wire here. But the spread on it might be pretty good. It's got damage. She owes 111. Property looks like it's worth 187. So you know what I mean? Like, it's riddled with debt, so no flipper's gonna want it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if they can go in and renegotiate the losses on it based on a current assessment, she had a tree grow through the back of the house with some renters. They had renters in there. It's actually a mobile home, but some renters were in there, didn't tell her that this was going on. A fucking cherry tree grew into the back of the house and kind of fucked up the roof a little bit in the side of the house. So I think the model that I'm learning with all this is, if there's a spread between the as-is value and the outstanding debt and the ARV, then they go in and force the banks to follow their guidelines. If they find where the bank has misstepped anywhere, they start litigating that. You know what I mean? And then try to get those notes reset. And then usually once they get the note reset, they renegotiate from the reset position. And I think typically they get between 5 and 15% off from that. And then therein lies the spread that they're looking for.
Got it.
I'm still learning it, dude. It's still over my head. I've submitted my second deed to them today. This is the third one I'm working. I got 2 divorce situations like this. The other one's a guy that beat his wife. She had him charged, and then
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Susan.
How you doing?
So, would you be willing to talk to my realtor? just, I would pay her her percent. She's asking for 3.5%.
For 3.5%. Okay.
Yeah, I absolutely would take that on. Carrie's been my friend for a long time. We worked together at the hospital.
Awesome.
She's currently a broker, so having her expertise makes me feel a little better, to be perfectly honest.
Sure.
Let's be fair, I don't know you.
Yeah.
I to help me, and I so appreciate that. I truly, and I understand totally where you're coming from. If you can send me the contract, and if you're willing to have her help me out with it, knowing that you're not going to pay her anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever makes sense. That's no problem. What's her name and what's her phone number? Yeah, let Terry know that I'd be calling her from the 415 number. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to chat with her, see what we can do. And then I'm gonna put here seller pays 3.5%. Realtor fee. Okay. Cool. Can you text her, let her know I'm about to step into a meeting right now, and it's gonna be back to back, so I probably won't be able to call her for another hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe sooner.
Okay.
But around that time frame, and then just give her my phone number and my name, and I'll be more than happy to give her a call as soon as I'm free.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Oh, before you go, assuming everything's good to go with Terry, which is also my best friend's name, by the way, so I'm already liking her. Hopefully she's as nice, if not nicer.
She's really great.
I bet. I know. You know what? Here's what I'll do. Can you text me your email address? Because assuming everything goes well, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and email you the agreement.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I am on that right now.
awesome. Yeah, the one that I have is Jen. I've kept my phone number the same. Yeah, there was about a few years ago where I was going to change my phone number, and right before the Verizon guy was about to press enter, I stopped him because I was like, well, why would I change it? Now I have to call everyone to let them know about my new number, so keep it the same.
Yeah.
Best way to go about
Exactly.
it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I just noticed that you texted me, and I just texted you right back. So we should be good. I will go ahead and call Terry as soon as I'm done with my meeting, and then I'll give you a call back, or I'll just shoot you the. I'll either call you back, or I'll just email you the agreement. One way or the other, you'll hear back from me sometime today.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
The agent's trying to put their nose in it, huh?
Yeah, but she said she's going to pay the 3.5. So let her pay the
Sweet.
3.5. And if this agent is like, I don't want you to wholesale, I'll be like, yo, like I can get you paid before you even put it on the market, and you get paid 3.5%, or you
Right.
can go gamble at the market on the like get off. You know what I mean? Like if she doesn't want it, I'd be like, yo, like you're stopping the deal at this point.
Right.
She's probably gonna want me to put it on the track, which I'm not gonna do. She's probably gonna ask me for the EMD, which I'm not gonna do either. So
Right.
let's see.
Is it a good? Where's it at?
San Angelo, Texas.
Caesar, what do you think about getting this novation work? He wants us to do both of them, but I think we need to move quick on it. He wants the prices to stay the same that we've negotiated. We can have whatever we get above that. But he's like, go novate them, and he'll give us 2 weeks, I think. Did you get a chance to look at what I sent you?
Hold on. So a couple of things. One, so the same price. So 1.2 and 1.3 and 1.115.
Yeah, it's exact same, except he's willing to let us novate it. He's like, if you want to go for an end buyer instead of an investor, that's fine.
But if he's gonna novate it, so the other two questions I have is, you said he's only gonna give us 2 weeks.
Well, I asked for 2 weeks. I think he'd actually give us more, but I mean, we'll either have it kind of.
Yeah, but 2 weeks is never gonna work on a novation. Like that's why I asked for like a 60-day.
All right. Well, when you
you're gonna
send in the contract, write it the way you need it.
Okay,
And
and
then
then
I'll
what
tell him.
about the EMD? Is he okay with us not putting it in there?
You need to get all that straight in the contract, and then that's what's going to make him okay with it. He didn't mention it. You can watch the video if you want. So give me
Yeah,
critique.
yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it while
It's not that long. It's just like about 7-8 minutes.
I got a suggestion, Caesar, from
Sure.
everything I heard. Maybe 2 weeks to find a buyer, not to close. You know what I mean? And
What are you
then
talking about?
the novation, for that
Well,
deal you're talking
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
or or 20 days, something like that to find the buyer, and then once that happens, they will put the EMD down.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
I think to go in with 60 days is going to spook the guy. He'll just start going, why should you just put it with a realtor? Whereas I'd rather go in with like 30 days max and renegotiate later if we want to.
I'm okay with that.
Good, man. How about yourself?
30 days. Okay, cool. Let's hop off and go to the Titanium, and I'll watch your video.
All right. Who knows, man? Maybe the big man will want to see it. He told me yesterday to record it, so that's why I recorded it.
Okay, cool. And then I'm probably gonna go ahead and send this to Kelly and them to see if that price point would be good for a novation.
All right.
All right, cool, man.
All right, later.
You bet.
I have.
All right, guys. Thank you for hopping on, watching. Hopefully, you guys got to see me comp the property, sharing the profit calculator. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Alejandro, I just noticed you left something here. You're a dispo manager. Where do you have properties? You also have deals. We can do JV. Great, man. We buy them all over. So we're pretty much, we're virtual wholesalers. We do like to stick within Texas, Florida, and Ohio. I do have my own disposition team. We do have cartel mode and investor lift, but I'm always open to JVing. Obviously, it's got to make sense. But yeah, more than happy to do that. Also on the description, I did include my my link for the JV partnership. So Alejandro, just fill that out, and then once I get it, I'll give you a call, and then we can talk it through and see how we can close some deals together, buddy. Make some money. All right, guys, have a good one. Thanks for joining. Smash that like button, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'd be more than happy to answer it. Peace.